Hello boys and girls. Today we are on a field trip to learn about our science topic. I saw in our science book that there had a picture of a old abandoned car to talk about the physical and chemical changes that we could see in the car. Well, we have one of those cars right across the road from us, so we figured we'd go exploring.
Okay, so we're going to show you the car, first of all. There it is. And yeah, that's the car.
Okay, so now I will talk about the car and physical and chemical changes. All right, so you see,
There's a lot.
you can see that this car has been here for quite some time. It's hardly even recognizable as a car in some places. All right, so we talked about physical changes. Physical changes to matter were when something changed about the substance, but it was still the same substance. Like this broken glass, okay? The window. The shape of the glass changed, but it's still the same substance. It's still glass, okay? That's a physical change. Or let's see, so.
Mom, I'll show them the inside of it.
Okay.
Because you can't get in there.
Or like if the door broke off. Physical change.
Yeah, come here.
Okay.
Come
It's
here.
still part of the
And
door.
there's like a big hole, like right at the back.
All right, I'm gonna go around the car here.
So,
The front end and the motor's kind of missing here.
yeah. Or it might have just like rotted around it.
All right, so physical changes like
It's actually pretty good.
broken glass or ripped up paper or crumpled up paper is when the substance doesn't change. It's the
This
same, it
side-
changes the size and the shape, but it's still the same substance.
Mom, this side is actually in pretty good shape.
Yeah, this side's a little bit better
No,
shape.
this one's way better. Like,
Can recognize it as a car more.
yeah, like this one, like I actually can like tell like it's a car. It looks like it.
Okay, now a chemical change, all right, is when, if you see here on the door, we all know that this is called rust. This is a chemical change in matter, okay? The metal of this car has been exposed to the air
Water.
and the ozone for a long length of time, water, and it has corroded the metal or worn it down and changed it
to rust.
to rust, and it rusted it. You can also see it here on the corroded metal on the door handle from the elements it's been exposed to. It's broken down, okay? It's actually worn away the metal. That's a chemical change, okay? It's not the same metal that it was before. My goodness, look inside.
No, I'm gonna show them inside.
Okay, maybe you can get inside like
Yeah,
you did
I'm gonna
before.
get inside.
All the leaves in there, if this was all wet, you'd smell it rotting and everything. Rotting, and that's also a chemical change when things rot.
No.
You can see the seat. You can barely see
Also.
any foam or fabric of the seat and the door. That's all broken down by the elements in the air, the water. That's chemical change. Okay?
So now you're gonna get a closer look inside, and we're gonna. Ugh. So I am in the car, and I don't know if you can see, but like this steering wheel is in pretty good shape, except the horn is missing, and like here's like the mold. It really stinks, and there's like chopped up newspapers. Stinks in here.
Yeah.
Then there's like barely anything on these seats, and then if we go to the back, I'm not gonna go back there. There's like an old tire.
Okay, so
Which
I want
has,
you to,
like,
I want
moldy
you to stay
stuff
on
on
that,
it.
stay on that tire for a bit, okay?
It has like
If
moldy.
you look at, yeah, if you look at the tire, there's actually chemical change on that tire. First of all, there's rust on the metal, so that's a chemical change. And then also the actual rubber on the tire, you can see that it's kind of broken down, and there's, like you said, there's some mold. all of the elements in the ozone and the air have broken it down over time, so that's chemical change also.
Yep, and back there's like the old fabric that I never realized was there.
And that's chemical change because it's been rotten.
And then it's like ripped
broken
right there.
down.
And
Right.
I'm so ready to get out of here.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so I will let you know in our dojo assignment what page in the textbook that was that talked about to observe the car, the old car. It was an old car like this in the woods. That's what gave me this idea to find examples of chemical change. Some more examples of chemical change in your life might be when you cook something. When you cook something or bake something, that's a chemical change. Okay, think about all the ingredients you mix up to make a cake. You put them all together and you have a new substance called cake. You can't get the egg and the milk and the flour and all that out of it anymore. It's a different substance.
Speaking of baking, there is an oven over there. And very old oven.
When you eat, when you swallow your food in your stomach, there's chemical change that happens from all of the acids and digestive juices in your body. Okay? So,
look at the oven.
our biggest example of chemical change on this car is obviously rust. Okay? Remember the broken glass? That's a physical change.
Can I go
Okay?
look at the oven?
All right, boys and girls, this wasn't too long of a lesson, but I thought it'd be a little more interesting to come out here and actually see a real rusted car that's been here for a long time. All right, so check out your portfolio assignments.
Bye.
Whoops.
Bye.
Say it again. Bye.
Bye.